Welcome to Cadence Design Systems Pointwise Tutorial Tuesday, where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrate a technique in just a few minutes. In this video, I'll demonstrate all the cool new features in the Diagonalize command. Now, if you've never heard of this command, let me tell you why you might want to use it while I demonstrate its effect. Structured domains are still used a lot, even as part of a face in an unstructured block. Now, depending on your solver, though, sometimes you'd prefer to have the block domains be made up of regular ortho triangles instead of quads, especially if you're trying to, say, reduce pyramids and or grow T-Rex around sharp corners. Now, these are just some of the possible situations where Diagonalize could help. Let's jump right into it. Many of the features I'm about to show you work on both structured domains and quad-dominant unstructured domain. However, to highlight everything, I'm going to start with a structured domain. First, select the target domain, and then go up to the Create menu and choose Diagonalize. The first thing we have to do is pick a diagonalization method. Note that no matter which method we choose, Pointwise will draw a tentative yellow domain, showing you exactly what you'll get after you push the OK button. The first option is Aligned. This splits all the existing quadrilaterals in the same direction throughout the domain. This method is only available if the selected domains are structured. Next up is Best Fit. This splits the existing quadrilaterals such that the new triangles have the smallest possible maximum included angle. By the way, this is the default method. After that is Keep Quads. This is a very unique option. It takes the structured domain that you see and it creates an identical unstructured domain that is all quads. This can actually be somewhat confusing, but the end result looks the same. It is truly an unstructured domain. Lastly, we have Initialize. This creates a new triangulated mesh using the default initialization method for unstructured domains, as defined in the Defaults panel. This option is important when combined with the Replace option that we're going to talk about in just a second. To show off the special checkbox features, I'm going to pick the default option, which is Best Fit. The Link checkbox will create a permanent link between the new Diagonalize unstructured domain and the old underlying structured domain. This means that if you change the dimension of the connectors, the updated unstructured domain will keep its diagonalized behavior. Now, there's a caveat, of course, and that is that in order for this to work, you have to always modify the dimensions in pairs to maintain that balanced structured domain, even though it may be hidden from your view. I'm going to save the Replace checkbox for last, and you'll see why when we get there. In the meantime, let's talk about the Visibility Delete options. First up is Show. All this means is that when you create the diagonalized domain, the underlying structured domain is still there. It's still visible. The next option is Hide, and this is the default. It means that the structured domain that underlies all this gets hidden. But if you really do want to see it, just go to the View menu and select Show Hidden. Last up is Delete. If you choose this, then the structured domain that started it all will be deleted. Okay, so I promised I would talk about the Replace option last, and in order to demonstrate it, I'm going to switch over to a slightly different model. This is a 3D block. It's just a simple rectangular block, but notice that one of the domains is a structured domain. In the past, if I wanted to make that unstructured, I would have to delete this domain, then create an unstructured domain, and then rebuild the block all over again. But now, thanks to the Replace option in the Diagonalize feature, we don't have to do that. Let me demonstrate it for you. I've selected the structured domain. I go up to Create, Diagonalize, and I have just the default settings, but notice that the Replace option is checked. When I push OK, you'll notice that the block, especially if I put it in shading, it's been diagonalized, but this block still exists. It hasn't been deleted. That diagonalized domain was automatically put into the face of this block. So in the end, you no longer have to rebuild a block if you diagonalize one of the structured domains that already exists in that face. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please drop us a line down below or connect with us on LinkedIn, which is linked in the description. Thank you all and have a pleasant Tuesday.